Flying Pig Farm is a special place where we've got a mixture of wild animals that live on the property because, hey, it's their habitat, and so they're here, and we encourage that. We have domestics like Kuni Kuni, the Kuni Kuni pig, and we've got Uli and the donkey Chinook. So we have a mix of exotic animals here, domestic animals, wild animals. So you guys are getting a little taste of it all today. And most people never get to Flying Pig Farm. We're not open to the public, but we're open to you guys today. So we're going to take Taiga, the Eurasian eagle owl, who I'm holding here, and Kuni Kuni for a bit of a nature walk. And we're going to make our way down to the river and see what we can find. So this is Judy Hops. Judy Hops is a Dutch dwarf rabbit. We have cottontails in this area. That's our wild rabbit. Domestic rabbits don't have the colors, many of them, that they would need to be able to camouflage. A rabbit born like this in the wild isn't backed up like a skunk is to have colors like this. If you're going to have colors like this in nature, you better have something to back you up. And with skunks, that color is a warning. But with Judy Hops, those colors are only going to get her into trouble. So this is not a wild rabbit, this is a domestic rabbit. And like so many animals here at Animal Embassy, this was somebody's pet and they didn't want her anymore. And that's why I have so many different animals here. We've got close to 100 different animals on Flying Pig Farm, which is where Animal Embassy is now located, right on my property. And we're about to go explore some of that property so you can see how beautiful our local habitat is. So with all of my animals, I have to socialize them. I have to get them used to me. I need them to not be intimidated by me. I need them to know that they're safe when they're with me. And I work very hard and I spend a lot of time with all of my animals to be able to do that. But these aren't my pets, and I want that to be clear. These animals are animals that I rescue and adopt, and then it's my responsibility to take care of them, and I want them to be happy. Porcupines are mammals. Mammals are social creatures. So I don't have a second porcupine. I wasn't expecting to ever have the first porcupine. So in the beginning, I spent 2 hours a night with him for the first 4 months so that Quilliam could get used to me and be comfortable with me. And I think that he thinks that I'm his mother. Here we are with Sydney, the Eclectus parrot. We've got Pradesh, my peahen. Peahens are the female of the peacock. The peacock is the daddy with that long, beautiful tail. She's gorgeous, and we want to make sure that she's safe, as well as Sydney. This is a sanctuary for myself, for Rebecca, and for all of our animals, and we have close to 100 animals on the property. Many of them have to live indoors all year long, but some of them can spend time outdoors, and everybody that can be outdoors, we want to get them outside as much as possible. And it's one of the things that I'm encouraging everybody: get outside. Do it safely, but get outside. This is Kuni Kuni. He is a Kuni Kuni pig. He is the pig of the Maori people from New Zealand. It's believed that they came to New Zealand on whaling ships, but nobody knows where they came from before that. So Kuni Kunis are an endangered breed of pig. It's called a heritage breed. And heritage breeds are a breed of pig or other farm animal that really just isn't needed on farms anymore. This breed of pig only gets to be 150 to 250 pounds, which sounds big, but for a pig, that's a small breed of pig and one of the smallest breeds in the world. So I'm really happy to have Kuni Kuni in my life. I call him my wing pig. He goes most places with me, and definitely my good buddy. Happy that he's here with me and not on the farm in Pennsylvania where he's from. This is absolutely a rescue. He would have been turned into high-end pork products a long time ago. All right, this is Inca. Inca's a spectacled owl, and Inca's a tropical bird, so she's been living indoors for the winter time. But now that the weather's getting nice, she can come outside. I've got outdoor enclosures for quite a few of the animals. With 3 acres of land here at Flying Pig Farm, we can get animals out so they can enjoy nature, even though they can't be free in nature, which is where we'd like them all to be. So Inca right now is going up to her outdoor enclosure, and right now this is a daily thing because the nights are still getting cool, so she doesn't stay out all night. But eventually, when the weather gets to the point where we don't have to worry about it getting cold at night, she'll be outdoors 24 hours, 7 days a week. So this is Cumbia. Cumbia is a redfoot tortoise. We have a herd of 9 tortoises here at Flying Pig Farm. This is a male. You can tell by the concavity of his shell. Redfoot tortoises are native to South America. Cumbia sadly was smuggled into this country from Colombia. I named him Cumbia after a dance that comes from Colombia. It's fine to bring dances from one country to another. It's great to bring music from one country to another. But nobody should have taken this guy away from his home. He should be where he belongs. All right, so this is Quilliam. Quilliam is an African crested porcupine. Quilliam is named for obvious reasons. Porcupines have quills, and I thought it was cute to give him a name that's sort of like a human name. So it's not William, it's Quilliam. Those quills that you see, the really long ones, they are intimidating for sure, but they're not really the sharp ones. The sharp ones are the smaller ones on the interior. You notice that they're black and white, like a porcupine, like a skunk. That black and white color is a warning color. So skunks are warning with their black and white color because they have the potential to then spray. But they don't want to spray, but that's their defense mechanism. Porcupines don't want to poke anybody, but that's their defense mechanism. And Quilliam comes from a place where there are lions, leopards, cheetahs, hyenas, martial eagles, eagle owls, pythons, giant crocs. There's a lot of predators in Africa where he should be, so he's got to have a way to protect himself. So the color helps just to show everybody, hey, back off. And if that doesn't work, they charge forwards and backwards and they impale the would-be predator with their spines. They are a vegetarian animal. They're not eating other animals, not actually preying on them anyway, but they will scavenge. So they will eat some meat if they find something left over from somebody else. They're also burrowers, so they also excavate and provide habitat for others. This is an African sulcata tortoise, and we've got two of them. And African sulcata tortoises are the third largest species of tortoise on the planet. So there's Galapagos, which is the biggest. There's Aldabra, which is the second biggest. And then there's sulcatas, which are the third biggest. Sully is somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 pounds and can get to be as much as 150 pounds and can live to be potentially 200 years of age. This guy should be where he belongs. And imagine the burrows that he'd be digging in Africa to get away from the heat. Those burrows end up being homes for other creatures as well. Scientists have studied the gopher tortoise in the United States and identified 250 different species of animal that utilize the burrow of the gopher tortoise. This is why if you take an animal out of its natural habitat, you're not just affecting the animal, but the others that depend on them. Guys, well, I hope you've enjoyed our animal experience today here on Flying Pig Farm. We got to meet some incredible creatures, and really wish that they could be where they belong, as you know. But I'm so happy that they and I can live here on Flying Pig Farm. It's my sanctuary as well as theirs, and I want to provide them with the best life I possibly can. But I really wish they could have the life that they should, which is a life in the wild, in their natural habitat where they belong. We wouldn't want anybody to take us away from our home. We certainly wouldn't want to take them away from theirs. So when you get out into nature, please remember that and let wild animals be wild animals. And if you have pets, please think about them as your family member. I don't even love the word pet. I want to help people to see these animals the way I do. These animals are part of my family. They're my responsibility. I love them, but I love them so much I wish I didn't have them. I wish they could be in their home where they belong. But because they were born with people, they're stuck. But who are they stuck with? They're stuck with me. And that's not a bad place to be stuck, because I've dedicated my life to rescuing and adopting animals, as well as helping connect people to nature, helping people to love life, love diversity, and recognize that all life matters and there is beauty in all living things. You just might have to look a little deeper sometimes into who they are. And if we don't get to know who they are, it's awfully hard for us to appreciate their beauty. So get to know your wild neighbors, take care of your pets, learn as much as you can about them so that you can be the best caregiver possible. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed all the animals. Hope to see you all soon.